your roadmap. 거꾸로 보이는구나. 이렇게 하니까 거꾸로 보여. Your roadmap for success. You can get there from here. Chapter 7. Chapter 7. Are we there yet? That ability seemed to be harder to develop when we were kids and taking trips by car. Children can overcome their lack of perspective by learning the landmarks on their journey. Look for the landmarks. The second thing I would say is look for the landmarks. Wherever you are traveling and you are not quite sure where you instinctively look for a landmark to gain your bearings. I bet you could identify many places you've never even visited before you already know their landmarks. Take this simple quiz to find out. Match the landmark with the place in which it's found. Famous landmarks and their cities: Eiffel Tower, Superdome, Colosseum, Big Ben, Statue of Liberty, Mount Fuji, Cinderella's Castle, Wailing Wall, New York, New Orleans, Louisiana, San Francisco, California, Rome, Italy. I imagine you got just about all of them right. In fact, you probably thought some of them were pretty easy. And you are right. Don't you wish the landmarks on your roadmap for success were just as simple to identify? But think about what made this quiz so easy. What it cost to reach a landmark. Ralph Waldo Emerson pointed out, for everything you gain, you lose something. Put another way, you could say that for everything you gain, you pay something. H. Jackson Brown, author of Life's The Little Instruction Book, said, you pay a price for getting stronger. You pay a price for getting faster. You pay a price for jumping higher. But also you pay a price for staying just the same. Success landmarks are internal, not external. Allow me to share several of the most significant trade-offs you will have to make in order to keep moving to a higher level during the success journey. To go to the highest level of success, you will need to choose achievement over affirmation. When I was in my early 20s and working in my first job as a pastor, I was a people pleaser. Receiving affirmation from others was probably my predominant motivation in life. And when I didn't receive the recognition I desired, it really bothered me. I found out how much it bothered me when I attended my first general conference. I was really excited about going to the conference because I had been very successful in my first position, and I was anxious to share my accomplishment with everyone, including some of the guys I had gone to school with and other people I had gotten to know over the years. My situation would have been the equivalent of a company's new salesman taking the smallest territory available and developing prospect and business relationship that no one believed were possible, and then generating more revenue than the experienced salesman in territories 3 times larger. Information from others Affirmation from others is fickle and fleeting. Experience over acceptability. Excellence over acceptability. Making a commitment to excellence is a fundamental step on the success journey. Competitive excellence requires 100% all of the time. If you doubt that, try maintaining excellence by setting your standard at 92% or even 95%. People figure they are doing fine so long as they get somewhere near it. Excellence gets reduced to acceptable, and people long acceptable doesn't seem worth the sweat. If you can get by with adequate, after that mediocrity is only a breath away. I don't know about you, but I've never met a man or woman of success who hasn't passed the landmark of dedication to personal excellence. Believe it or not, lack of excellence has nothing to do with talent, personality, or condition or luck. Excellence is always a choice. Excellence is always a choice. To achieve excellence of what's merely adequate, follow this recommendation. Pay attention to details. It takes a lot of little things to add up to 100%. Seek continual improvement. NBA coach Pat said, excellence is the gradual result of always striving to do better. Practice self-discipline. Daily disciplines separate the excellent from the mediocre. If you want to change yourself, you must change something you do every day. Maintain high personal standards. Mediocrity isn't at root a national problem, nor a corporate or institutional problem, not a departmental problem. You see, mediocrity is first a personal trait, a personal concession to less than our best. Mediocrity always begins with me. Your level of performance is your choice. You can settle for mediocrity or you can strive for excellence. But know this, you can't make adequacy your goal and reach your potential. Personal growth over immediate pleasure. You cannot dedicate yourself to pursuing pleasure and make genuine progress in your personal growth at the same time. You have to choose one or the other. Future potential over financial gain. Money often brings other options, but it doesn't necessarily add value to your life. Each time you relinquish the possibility of financial gain for an opportunity at future potential, you will pass another major landmark on the success journey. Money often brings option, but it doesn't necessarily add value to your life. As you make a decision on the success journey, base them on potential, not dollars. a narrow focus of scattered interest, a narrow focus of scattered interest. When you are young and first starting out, you'd do well to try different things. That's one way for you to learn your strengths and discover your dreams. Besides, people with an I don't do that kind of work attitudes who haven't paid their dues don't go very far. Being able to focus your attention almost exclusively on what you do best is a privilege you earn, not a right. But if you are going to go very far on the success journey, at some point you must narrow your focus. It's a major landmark you'll pass in the second half of your life. The secret to continually trading up. As you make progress on the success journey, you will frequently find yourself standing at a crossroad. And each time you do, you'll have to make a decision. Usually, you have three choices: gain something, lose something, or trade something. Usually, you have three choices: gain something, lose something, or trade something. Early in life, you make a decision that either add or subtract. But as time goes by, life gets more complicated. And if you want to keep going forward, you usually have to make more trade-offs. That's essential to recognize. Many unsuccessful people spend much of their lives standing at the crossroad, hoping for a situation where they can receive without giving anything up, but it rarely comes. As my friend David says, you have to give up. You have to give up to go up. And the people who want to move forward without making any sacrifice get stuck at the crossroad and never go any farther on the success journey. There is no success without the sacrifice. There is no success without the sacrifice. Take a look at the differences between the approaches to the success journey of people without character and with it. With character, does what's right, controlled by values, look for solution, perseveres when challenged, rely on internal motivation, words and actions agree, choices add up to success. Your goal is to finish the race, to do the best you are capable of doing. Get rid of excuses. Are you hungry? Are you hungry for success? Are you hungry for success? Steps to take along the way. Are we there yet? Developing your persistence. How to turn failure into success. Has written a code of persistence. Commit to memory to motivate yourself to become more persistent. I will never give up so long as I know I am right. I will believe that all things will work out for me if I hang on to the end. I will be courageous and undismayed in the face of poor odds. I will not permit anyone to intimidate or deter me from my goals. I will fight to overcome all physical handicaps and setbacks. I will try again and again and yet again to accomplish what I desire. I will take a new faith and resolution from the knowledge that all successful men and women have had to fight defeat and adversity. I will never surrender to discouragement or despair, no matter what seeming obstacle may confront me. Moving to the next level. On our current success journey, what would it mean for you to be on the next level? Where would you be? What would you be doing differently? What additional responsibilities would you have? What could you trade up to? Describe it here. Identifying what you have already achieved. What have you already achieved that you will need to trade to make it to the next level? What must you sacrifice? What must you sacrifice? Some things are never worth sacrificing. Your integrity, marriage, family, faith, etc. Your roadmap for success. Your roadmap for success. You can get there from here, John C. Maxwell.